If I had your kind of time, I would extreme coupon. This extreme couponing thing, I just don't have the mind for it, but can I have a couple Pantene shampoos? This is totally not worth your time. If you went and got a job, you could probably, pay for all that stuff instead of fiddling and messing around with those coupons and digital apps. Is couponing worth it? That is the question. I know those questions I posed to you at the front of the video, many of you have heard it probably in spades, especially to people who hate couponers or a family member who thinks they know everything. And just because you don't understand something doesn't mean it's a bad thing. So here's the deal, guys. All of this stuff is going to one family member this weekend. A family member who I love and respect. A lot of this stuff going to the grandbabies. And I've just managed to assemble a bunch of fallish items. There's going to be a little Halloween party for the grandbabies. So I just collected a couple of quick items from my stockpile. And I want all the kids to play with this. And every kid gets a sensory bin, make their own slime, these big coloring books, you know, um, everything pennies on the dollar, or I just rolled some Walgreens cash to make it happen. I couldn't financially afford to go out and buy all this stuff, but because I coupon, I can be very generous with the stuff I find. The joy in all of this family member always says, just give me one of everything, or I don't really want anything. They're very like, they don't want to take anything, but when you give them a huge blessing like this, words aren't even there because they're so overwhelmed with joy. And how I like to always gift paper now is to put it in these translucent bags. And in case of rain, it's getting like fallish. There's always mist and cold weather. This kind of keeps the paper dry. So, a little hack that I've learned over the years. And of course, our trusty, dusty Walgreens facial tissue. And when you can really give big like this and to see the person's reaction who you're giving these items to, I mean, that is part of the whole magic of this. And for those of you that are like, well, I just don't want to give away my stuff, that's totally your prerogative. But the more that you give, the more blessings will come back to you. It's that secret of life. I don't know what it is, but it's so true. I just threw a bunch of these laundry products all in one bag. And I always like to put the dryer sheets in a Ziploc bag because they're driving 3 hours home and I don't want this to smell up their car, even though I would think that it would smell delicious. But if the Gain dryer sheets are too overpowering, just to bag them up. And then I always like to double bag in larger, like the Bath and Body Works semi-annual sale, that massive bag for candles that you get. Unfortunately, didn't have a box large enough because sometimes I like to stack like items that possibly could spill on a large trip home, like a 3 hour drive, that to put them in like a box, but I didn't have a box, so I just double bagged it and carefully put everything there. There's not an inch of room, so hopefully nothing will spill and there's no crazy driving on the way home. But it's all there, everything from cleaners to dish soap to a bit of shampoo, mouth rinses, the stuff that we get for free with couponing every other week. The cough drops that we were getting for free at Meijer last summer, and then I have a quick turnaround on those Flintstones. Use them this month or lose them, and another box. Always a very popular one with the kiddos. Every single tube of toothpaste that I was hauling for free in the last week, I've just assembled for this family member. I'm going to give them all of them, including a couple tubes of the kids' toothpaste. I know those will be a big hit. With that, including some toothbrushes, just an assortment of the medium to soft, and the first aid kits that we were getting completely for free at Rite Aid. Whenever they have that 10 back or 15 back when you spend 50, always like to give those away. They're always very handy, especially to keep one in the car on the ready. For loose items, I always like to put them in these gallon-sized freezer bags from Walgreens. I always like to throw in some supplements, stuff I would never use, but I think this family member might like. And this is an opportunity for them to try different items, something they might never buy. They can try it because I coupon. And then just like little loose items like soap, bars of soap. I also like to bag up because sometimes these can be overpowering just with the fragrance. So I have them all bagged up here neatly. Bar soap is just huge in this one household, so I know they're going to appreciate that. And then different lip balms for the winter months and other supplements that are very tiny. Also bag them up because sometimes if you throw them in a bigger box, like here's a bunch of stockpile stuff, that little chapstick can get completely lost. So it's just a smart way to bag it up. And then also, you guys know I'm a Bath and Body Works freak. So I put a bunch of the smaller hand sanitizers and little Dramamines, a little like odds and ends also in this bag is super uber thoughtful. So giving big, this big, on a surprise just because for somebody that you care about, it doesn't have to be Christmas alone. It could be any time if you coupon. Is this hobby worth it? 1000% it is. Have a great day, guys.